Hello everybody, welcome back to So Vapor 2010. I want to give a happy Valentine's Day shout out. Valentine's Day? Memorial Day shout out to everybody. And I hope you had a great Memorial Day. This was a day to honor our veterans and anyone who served in the military of every branch, who fought for our rights to vape, our rights to do whatever. If you had the chance to cook out or just be with family today, just take a day off, relax. We're free to do that because they fought for us. They fought for our rights to have our freedoms, to do what we want. And I want to give a great big shout out to all veterans, all serving in the branch, any branch of military currently, anyone who's retired from the military. Thank you for your service to our country. Thank you for our freedom. Thank you for fighting for us. And, well, thank you. And I want to touch a little bit on vaping. Teams. There's clubs and chapters. I've heard of this with bikers, but vapors? Well, I didn't know anything about clubs or teams or chapters in vaping. Groups of vapors that have different clubs, and they named their club or their team a certain name according to that team or where they're at, where they're from. And I didn't know it really existed until I had a buddy call or text me up on Instagram. He's like, "Well, I put your name in as a top vote for prospect for one of our teams." And I said, oh, cool. Well, what's the name of it? He said, well, it's Team Living Dead Vapes. Okay. That sounded cool. Well, I had to put up a few posts twice a week for a month with some hashtags and what have you. And these teams are basically based on like advocacy or, just helping people vaping, with vaping in general, or transitioning from smoking to vaping. Great cause. I mean, if you're going to have a team, might as well have it for that kind of reason. And I finished all of my hashtags and my posts, and I'm currently a full-on member of Team Living Dead Vapes. And I think it's awesome. And I want to give a shout out to a very special person, which is Zombie Man 0878 _ PVC. He just got voted in as a prospect for Team Living Dead Vapes as well. Congratulations, Zombie Man. I hope you get in, and I hope you love it. Now, I have a little bit of news and advocacy to share with you, and it's regarding this lawsuit that was going on before against the FDA with their deeming regulations against vaping. And I have a little bit of a video to show you, and it has our buddy Grim Green, but we can find this video. If I get my computer to wake up. We can find this video on Vape Trotter News. It's posted on the internet. It's probably in Vape Magazine as well. But you can scroll down and we have hashtag fundthesuit, which you can still get in through GoFundMe and donate whatever amount you choose, whether it's $1, $10, $20, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just whatever you choose to donate. And it goes towards the fight against the deeming regulations that the FDA has put out against vaping products. Now, we're going to hear a little bit from our buddy. Well, he was in here. What happened? Maybe we gotta go back. Yeah, here we go. Not in here. What happened? Oh. Here we go. Hashtag fundthesuit. Well, we're going to hear a little bit from our buddy Grim Green. He put a short video up on YouTube. This is a 9-minute video. And he pretty much explains what it is and what it's about and his feelings on it. So here we go.
Alright, so hey everybody, Grim Green, grimgreen.com back here today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have something kind of important that I wanted to talk about. It's a news-related item, and it's a news-related item that is directly connected to the FDA, to the Nicopure lawsuit, Right to Be Smoke-Free Association lawsuit that is happening right now with the FDA. This is something we have talked about in the past. It's something that we did a big fundraiser for in the past as well, and that time has come again. We as an industry are literally suing the FDA, which takes A, time, and B, money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link down in the description to the GoFundMe for hashtag fundthesuit. I'm just going to read this pitch really quickly that Azim, one of the lawyers on the lawsuit from the law firm of Keller and Heckman, sent over to me. It is hashtag fundthesuit. So it says in 2016, the FDA extended its tobacco product authority to cover vapor products, including e-liquids and devices, but instead of creating actual science-based regulations, they applied all of the old tobacco rules, including a virtually impossible pre-market approval process that will decimate the industry, and bans on truthful statements and free samples. But the industry fought back. The Right to Be Smoke-Free Coalition was formed, the first industry-wide organization designed to challenge unconstitutional laws targeting the vapor industry. In 2005, the coalition successfully defeated the state of Indiana, which tried to ban e-liquids. In 2016, right after the FDA's deeming rule was published, the coalition filed suit in Washington, D.C., joining Nicopure Labs, challenging the rule of the Tobacco Control Act. In 2017, the court in D.C. ruled in favor of the FDA. It says it's an unfortunate but not totally unexpected result at the district court level. These types of administrative law cases are almost always appealed, which is where we are today, and we need your help to hashtag fundthesuit. And this is something that we've been talking about in the vlog over and over again, but it says we know what's happening right now. The public health organizations and the media have unleashed an all-out war against our industry. Fear-mongering articles are published every day, scaring not only smokers away from vapor products, but also pressuring FDA to come after vapor companies. Well-intentioned efforts by vapor advocates to change the law have also regrettably failed. And this isn't necessarily the vapor advocates failing us. An example is that Cole Bishop Amendment. This is something that we were pushing, and they completely took all of the vape language out of it. So it's not that we're being failed by the vapor advocates. Vaping is being failed by the system. On top of that, the FDA is coming after easy targets in the industry, making it seem like everyone is simply out to get kids hooked. That is why taking the fight to the FDA is so critical, and why every vapor and vapor business needs to chip in on this. So it goes on to say the Right to Be Smoke-Free appeal is focusing on 3 issues important to all vapors and vapor businesses. Number 1, we all know vapor products do not contain tar or ash or produce smoke or carbon monoxide, but it's against the law for vapor companies to say that. This subject has been brought up very frequently. I think it was brought up in the last vlog. It's definitely going to be brought up in the next vlog, but the FDA has a gag order in place for vapor companies that they are not even allowed to say that these products don't contain tar, which they do not. They do not contain ash, which they do not. And they do not produce smoke or carbon monoxide, which they do not. They do none of those things, but we're not allowed to say that because of the FDA. It says this hurts consumers who can't get the information they need about these life-saving products. The coalition is fighting for the constitutional First Amendment right of vapor businesses to make truthful statements about their products. It goes on to say, as we all know, the sampling process, tasting different flavors and trying different nicotine, PG, and VG levels and different devices is necessary for adults looking to transition from smoking. But the law bans these samples. It forces retailers to charge for samples, which creates another unnecessary, hurdle between smokers and vaping, and creates another burden on vapors and vape shops. It says the coalition is fighting for the vapor retail owner's right to provide free samples to adults, also protected by the First Amendment. Truthful statements. The facts matter. It says, unlike cigarettes, which were all grandfathered in, and overall, these FDA deeming regulations, the FDA deeming rule, it almost seems like they were custom tailored to specifically fit the needs of big tobacco. Even the FDA itself estimates that 97% of vapor manufacturers will go out of business, according to the FDA themselves. The coalition argues that the law actually requires FDA to tailor the process to make it more feasible for vapor products. So it wraps up by saying an appeal is well underway. The FDA and the attorneys at Keller and Heckman have already submitted their briefs and now await for the Court of Appeals to schedule an oral argument in the fall. The coalition needs the vaping community's support to see this all the way through, possibly all the way to the Supreme Court. So let's fight and win this thing. Let's help. #FundTheSuit. So like I said, I'm going to put a link down in the description. GoFundMe/FundTheSuit. All of this money is going directly to the Right to Be Smoke-Free Coalition. And I'll tell you, I never thought in 1,000 years that I would be part of a lawsuit where we are suing the federal government, but I gotta tell you, feels pretty good, man. Like I've said in the past, I believe in vaping, I believe in this lawsuit, and I believe in us. I believe in us as a community, and I believe in us as an industry. So, one last time, I'm going to put a GoFundMe link in the description to donate any money that you can possibly spare. $1, $10, whatever dollar amount. It would be incredibly, incredibly helpful for the coalition to actually fund this lawsuit. I mean, could you imagine this lawsuit of ours, the vapors versus the FDA lawsuit, going all the way to the Supreme Court, and we helped get it there? We backed this. We're suing the FDA. If any vapors out there have ever wanted to be involved in advocacy or want to do something to actually initiate some big change in the world, this right here is abso-freaking-lutely the way to do it. Okay, so one last time. I'm going to put a link down in the description. GoFundMe, Fund the Suit. Give anything you can. And don't just give something and then call it good. Give something and share this. Spread this around. Post this on vape groups on Facebook pages. Post this on Instagram. Post this on Twitter. Talk about it on YouTube. Communicate this #FundTheSuit campaign to as many people as you possibly can. Vapors, non-vapors, shops, distros, everybody. There are millions of vapors in the world. And I don't know the exact, obviously I don't know the exact number of vapors in the United States, but I'm guessing it's a lot. I'm guessing it's a bunch. And I'm guessing that all of these vapors in the United States could part with $1, $2, $5. It will really, really help out, and it will really, intensely go a long way. So at the risk of repeating myself or the risk of going on yet another rant, I'm just going to end this. I'm going to leave that there, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for donating. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you for taking the time to educate yourselves. I believe in vaping, and I believe in the industry, and I believe that we can do this. Let's take down the man. Well, you know what? We're going to take down the man. All of us together, we're going to take down the man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Education is important. The facts matter. Share this around wherever you want to educate people. And one last time, link is in the description. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's keep on vaping. I'm not sure why I did the finger guns there. It kind of worked. I'm going with it.
Thank you, Mr. Grim Green. And if you noticed, he didn't single out just vapors for donating money. He said everybody. Shops, distributors, manufacturers, even mod manufacturers, juice manufacturers, anyone who vapes or is in the vape industry has anything to do with it. If you want this product to continue going on, so we have our right to vape and to have flavors, you can do something about it. You as an American have the freedom and the right to do something about it. If you ever want to advocate for anything, this is a good cause. You're going to save lives. Just like our veterans did. They saved lives. They gave us freedom to do what we're doing. Help us keep our freedom to do what we're doing. I can't say it any better. So, anyway, there is even a little bit of a description down below. And there's a little bit of a disclaimer. These donations are not tax deductible or anything like that, but there is a 3 to 30 cent per I need to slow down a little bit. There's a 3% or a 30-cent per transaction GoFundMe fee. That's not bad. I'm just letting you know that, so you know that, like, if you donate $1, $3, $5, not every single cent is going to the GoFundMe for fighting the deeming regulations that the FDA has. You're going to have a small percentage as a fee coming out of that, but it doesn't matter. Any amount going toward this cause is going to help. So we're going to click out of this and just let this go here. Oh, how do you like my screensaver? You know, Mr. Grim Green right there. Anyway, yeah, we got that out of the way, and yeah, it's a great cause. I'm going to do it. A bunch of people have already done it. In fact, there was one name up there 2 hours ago had already donated $300. That's a lot. But we're going to have a little bit of a juice tasting. What do you think of that? We're going to screw this big old tank off of here. And I'm trying to decide which one we're going to do today. I've got my old buddy, Mr. Velocity, here. It's an original version 1 Velocity RDA. I know it's more of a retro vape for a lot of people, but to me, it's been really reliable. It's been a very, very good flavor RDA to me. I've got a single Alien, and it's from Geek Vape. It has Japanese organic cotton in here. I just freshly wicked it. I blowed my coils. And now I'm trying to decide what juice we're going to do today. I've got 3 juices here. I have Evaporain, that's the company name, and the juice name is Godspeed. It's a 3 milligram 70/30 juice, and the flavor profile is grapefruit, jackfruit, and oh, good Lord. Well, you know what? We're going to leave that out until I can figure out what the flavor profile on that is. So we've got 2 other juices to come up with. We've got Ground Zero, Severance. I know the flavor profile on these. This one is a Fruit Loops cereal and milk. And this one is it's called Sticks. It says candied sour, strawberry powder candy, 3 milligram nicotine per milliliter. It's a 100 ml bottle. It's a 70/30 juice. And the flavor profile is supposed to be like that of a strawberry pixie stick or fun dip, something like that. Let's go with the sticks. Good looking bottle, don't you think? Yeah, let's go with sticks. Get the cap off. And we're just going to get this all juiced up real quick. And I want to apologize right now about how long it took me to get that little video up. I shouldn't have clicked out of it so far. That was a dumb move on my part. I made it too hard to get back to it. I should have left it up. Oh, yes, it's a new coil. And it's at 0.2 ohms. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try it at 60. And there's the vapors. Alright. We're going to go ahead and hit it at 60 watts. Full open airflow. Slotted. Well, for one thing, it tastes exactly like what it says. And for being a 70-30, .30 being the PG, it's not throaty. Being a candy flavored fruit, or fruit candy flavor, you would think it would have a throaty hit to it. It doesn't. And I apologize, but my nose goes to running when I vape. Especially with an RDA. I have no idea why. You get this nice sweet strawberry taste on the inhale, and you get the sweet candy effect on the exhale. It's really a pleasant juice, to me, in my opinion. And like every other juice, taste is subjective to the person who's using it. You may not like this juice, someone else may not like it, someone else might like it. It's a good juice. To someone that has a sweet tooth, it is a good juice for that. If you like candy, if you like pixie sticks in general, this is a juice for you. This is a 3 milligram, like I said. 70-30, 30 being the PG, 70 being the VG. 100 ml bottle. I picked this up on sale at a local shop here in my town. Vapors for You. I got it in a grab bag. I want to say it might be a $28 bottle for 100 mils. Sometimes they have them on sale for about $18. But for 100 mils at $28, that's still not a bad deal. And look at that vapor production. The flavor's nice. Yeah, I would recommend it to anybody that likes candy flavors, or, like I said, pixie sticks in general. It's a decent juice. But I can't recommend it to everybody. Not everybody is going to like it. You know that. Like I said, taste is subjective. Some people don't like candy flavors. They just like natural fruit flavors. Some like a baked dessert flavor. Some like drink flavors. Me, I'll vape the board. I don't really care. I'll try anything once, but if I don't like it, I won't vape it. And I'm going to continue vaping this for at least a week because we still got 2 other juices to do. And I want everybody to have a great day. I hope your Memorial Day was even better. And let's keep on vaping.